Hello everyone, welcome back to Believer Science Academy. This is daily news analysis session. In this session, we'll be discussing 6 to 7 important articles from various newspapers. So, the first article for the day 18th January 2025 is about Fast Track Immigration Trusted Traveler Program FTI TTP. Why it is in news? It is in news because Fast Track Immigration Trusted Traveler Program is set to expand to 7 major Indian airports from January 16, 2025, enabling seamless and expedited immigration processes for Indian nationals and overseas citizen India card holders. Okay, so very significant. The key highlights were it was launched under Vikasit Bharat 2047 vision, which aims to establish world-class immigration facilities and enhance international mobility in India. Then, agency of implementation is Bureau of Immigration under Ministry of Home Affairs. Very important. Bureau of Immigration under Ministry of Home Affairs. Launch date on January 20, 2024 at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport. Now it is expanded to 7 more airports. Targeted audience in the first phase, it will be focusing on Indian citizens and overseas citizenship card holders. And in the phase 2, it will be focused on foreign travelers. So, expansion by 2025, the program will operate in 21 major airports across India, free during the initial implementation phase, but it will be made up of cost after a certain period of time. Features are, it has automated border gates. Travelers use automated gates to scan their boarding pass and passport. Biometric authentication is conducted to complete the process so that it is very fast. Online enrollment, applicants can register via online portal, that is https mha.go.in. Here you can apply for this seamless transaction or get seamless movement. You have to upload personal details and required documents during the registration. And membership validity, maximum of 5 years or until the passport's validity, which was earlier. And applicants must have a passport with at least 6 months of validity at the time of registration to avail this scheme. Pre-approved trusted travelers benefit from faster immigration clearances while maintaining the security protocol. These are called as whitelisted travelers. They are pre-approved already. So significance is efficiency, that is reduces immigration clearance time and simplifies the travel for international passengers, makes the travel easier and seamless. Enhanced security, biometric verification minimizes the risk of fraudulent entries or immigrants. Global standards, this aligns India's immigration system with the global programs like that of US Global Entry Program. And it offers travelers convenience and a hassle-free experience by bypassing regular queues. So this initiative underscores India's commitment to modernizing immigration processes and facilitating international travel. Okay, so that is the first article. So very simple one but very important article. Second one, about Central Suspect Registry. Why it is in news? It is in news because CSR or Central Suspect Registry has successfully blocked over 6 lakh fraudulent transactions, saving 1,800 crore as per the Ministry of Home Affairs within just 3 months of its launch. Okay, so it is proving to be a cost saving and successful intervention by the government. Then objectives is CSR or Central Suspect Registry aims to enhance fraud risk management by maintaining a centralized repository of cybercrime suspects and facilitating proactive fraud prevention. Okay, very important. And it is developed by Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, that is I4C, under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Again, for Home Affairs only. So it contains details of 1.4 million cyber criminals. 1.4 million cyber criminals involved in financial frauds and other cyber crimes. So it is a repository. If there is a transaction from these cyber criminals, that will be blacklisted, saving the money. So data is integrated with input from National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. It is accessible to states, union territories, and central investigative agencies, intelligence agencies, and financial institutions. All they can avail this data. Integration. It is developed with support from banks, financial institutions, etc. etc. The RBI has directed all banks to integrate central suspect registry into their fraud prevention systems. Okay, then significance obviously helps in fraud detection and prevention. It identifies and blocks suspicious transaction in real time, strengthens the capability of financial institutions and law enforcement agencies, and it is a proactive crime management, that is enables states and agencies to access consolidated cybercrime data for efficient investigation and prevention. And finally, collaboration with financial entities, that is provides financial institutions with the tools to freeze mule accounts and block fraudulent sim cards and devices. What is mule account? The mule account which belongs to some other person, and it is used for transacting large amounts of money which doesn't belong to the person. Okay, that is called as mule account. Impact in the very 3 months of its implementation, around 6.1 lakh fraudulent transactions saving 1,008 crore have been as of December 2024. Frozen accounts, 8.67 lakh mule accounts were frozen by the banks and intermediaries. Blocked devices and SIMs, 7 lakh SIM cards and 1.4 lakh mobile devices were blocked. Cumulative savings around 3,507 crores saved since 2021 through related systems like the Citizen Financial Cyber Frauds Reporting and Management System. And content regulations, 1,300 1 lakh 3,151 suspicious online content items blocked under the IT Act of 2000. So all the data is not important, but this data can be used in some or the other answer. 6.1 lakh fraudulent transactions saving around 1,800 crores, and it is under I4C under Ministry of Home Affairs. Then another news related to defense, that is commissioning of INS Nilgiri, INS Surat, and INS Wagashir. Okay, these are the Indian Navy frigate and submarines, etc. So we'll see the frontline combatants, that is INS Nilgiri, INS Surat, and INS Wagashir were commissioned into the Indian Navy at the naval dockyard of Mumbai. Okay, so about INS Nilgiri details, it is the first ship of Project 17A. Project 17A, Nilgiri class stealth frigates, role multi-mission operations in deep sea environments, built by Mazagaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, which is present in Mumbai, and GRSC Kolkata. Features, it has integrated construction, supersonic missiles, MS medium range surface to air missiles, MSRMs, advanced weaponry, etc. etc. Timeline, keel laid in during December 2017 and launched in 2019, delivered in December 2024, now commissioned on January 18th, 2025. Significance, it has enhanced anti-surface, anti-air, anti-submarine warfare, so very significant. That is about INS Nilgiri. Now this is the INS Nilgiri. Okay, INS Nilgiri is the first ship multi-mission operated. Second one is INS Surat. It is the last ship of Project 15B, stealth guided missile destroyers. It is a destroyer navy ship. It has advanced stealth destroyer for offensive and network centric warfare. Built by Mazagaon developer Lockers. Features, it has AI enabled systems, advanced weaponry, and COGAG propulsion. Commissioned in 2024, follows Visakhapatnam, Mormugao, and Imphal. Then India's first AI enabled warship with advanced IT tools. That is why INS Surat becomes very important. It is a destroyer and it is based on first AI enabled warship with advanced IT tools. Okay, and then the final one is INS Wagashir. INS Wagashir is a submarine and the last submarine of Project 75. This Project 75 was with India and France, which is a Scorpion class submarine. Role, it is stealthy, multi-role operations, collaboration with French naval group. Features, diesel electric propulsion, wire guided torpedoes, modular design for future AIP upgrades. So timeline, 6th and final Scorpion class submarine. It follows Kalavari, Kandheri, Karanj, Vela, Wagir, and now Wagashir. Significance, very important, it enhances India's underwater warfare capabilities. Then significance of triple commissioning, pioneering milestone, that is this is the first time a destroyer destroyer, a frigate, and a submarine have been commissioned together in the Navy's history. Okay, it underscores the importance, it underscores India's readiness in Navy. It also sends a message to India's adversaries such as Pakistan and China. Indigenous development, that is, all three platforms were indigenously designed and constructed, which is reflecting India's growing self reliance in defense manufacturing. Then, and strategic impact, it enhances India's maritime deterrence capabilities in the Indian Ocean region. So, very significant in the Indo Pacific region. Okay, it bolsters Navy's capacity to counter regional threats and secure India's strategic interest. Okay, it will also strengthen India's aim to be net security provider in the Indian Ocean region. Net security provider. Then, fifth article, it is about PM Wani scheme. What is PM Wani? It is Prime Minister's Wi-Fi Access Network Interface Scheme. It was launched by Department of Telecommunications in 2020 to boost proliferation of public Wi-Fi hotspots and create a robust digital communication infrastructure across India, particularly in rural and underserved areas. Then, vision, enhance connectivity, provide low-cost internet, and generate employment opportunities for small and micro entrepreneurs. Okay. Then, key features are, it is focused on rural, has a rural focus, aims to bridge the digital divide by enhancing connectivity in rural and remote areas, targets underserved urban poor and rural households, no licensing or fees, local shops and establishments can set up Wi-Fi for last mile internet delivery without requiring a license or paying on registration fees. Then it provides affordable internet, low cost internet access for users, fostering digital inclusion. And it will also help in employment generation, that is, empowers small entrepreneurs by enabling them to offer Wi-Fi services. So, what are the important PWM Wani ecosystem components? One is PDO, that is Public Dot Office, which is responsible for setting up of Wi-Fi hotspot and providing internet services, and it does not require a license from Department of Telecommunications. And it has also Public Data Office Aggregator, that is PDO aggregator. It offers authorization, accounting services, and user interfaces for purchasing data plans and monitoring usage. App provider develops app to help users to locate and connect PMO hotspots, simplifies the process of accessing internet services. Very significant. And it has a central registry, maintains records of PDOs, PDOS, and app providers. It is maintained by Center for Development of Telematics. C dot. Accessing PM1 is first download an app which is provided the app developers, and if you open the app, it will locate the hotspots, then you can connect the hotspot and choose and play the network data plan. Whatever the data plan you wish to choose, you can choose the data plan and provide the access the internet. Significance, it will help in digital inclusion, it will help in ease of connectivity, it simplifies public Wi-Fi usage through app-based interfaces. It helps in enhanced growth. It will provide enhanced employment opportunities. As a result, it will help in economic growth. It will help in infrastructure development. That is, strengthens India's digital communication infrastructure, aligning with Digital India mission. And finally, and most importantly, it promotes access to low-cost internet, promoting economic and educational development. So it was in news recently because of the TRAA recommendation. That is, Telecom Regulatory Authority of India has proposed a tariff cap for Wi-Fi service providers under the PM1 scheme. That is, it recommended cap is twice the retail broadband rate, ensuring the affordability while enabling profitability for service providers. Okay, meaning whenever the Wi-Fi service providers are providing service under PM1 scheme, there should be limit or there should be cap on the tariff or the charges which are applied by these providers. Next, sixth article, it is about Pench Tiger Reserves. So it was in news recently because Income Tax Department recently uncovered Benami transactions involving resorts in and around the Pench Tiger Reserve. Such activities pose risks to the conservation and management of Pench Tiger Reserves ecosystem. Okay, about Pench Tiger Reserve, present in Madhya Pradesh in Sioni and Chhindwara district. It was popularly known as Land of Jungle Book. because the Jungle Book story by Rudyard Kipling is inspired by the Spence tiger reserves. Southern boundary shares a border with Maharashtra. River, it is named after Pench River, which flows from north to south through the reserve. Then area, it has total of 1180 square kilometer, buffer zone of 760 square kilometer. Like it has undulating terrain supporting a mosaic of ecosystems from moist valleys to dry deciduous forest. So it was declared as a national park in 1982 and tiger reserve as 1992. It is known as the land of Jungle Book's Mowgli. It inspires Rudyard Kipling's classic The Jungle Book, as I explained. So in biodiversity, it is dominated by teak forest and flora, about 25% of the area. Other major species are sagu, mahua, and various grasses and shrubs, and bamboo plantation near the water bodies. Fauna, it is famous for large mammals, especially predators like tiger, leopard, wild dogs, and wolf, and herbivores like chital, sambal, nilgiri, gaur, and wild boar. Bird life, over 325 species of resident and migratory birds. Thank you. Migratory birds. Notable birds are Malabar pied hornbill, Indian pitta, osprey, grey-headed fishing eagle, and white-headed buzzard. Okay. So just remember these names. White-headed buzzard. There can easily be a question. White-headed buzzard, Indian pitta, osprey are an example of birds, mammals, insects, or something else. Okay. Or any GA tag, something like that. So vegetation, forest is of dry deciduous forest are dominated by the landscape. Dominate the landscape. Key features: bamboo, teak, sag, and other things are found here. Okay. So Pench Tiger Reserve is present in Madhya Pradesh. That is very important for you. Next, the final article. It is from the Indian Express editorial from today. It talks about India's real growth rate and the forecast. Okay. It is mainly focused on data. So we'll just have a look about it. You can note on the data. So current growth trends according to the article. In the first advanced estimates, real GDP growth was at 6.4% and nominal GDP growth was at 9.7%. With comparison with the projections, it is below the December's like RBI estimates, which focused on which estimated that 6.6% real GDP and 10.5% nominal GDP. So real GDP growth shows improvement in the second half compared to the first half. Okay, and sectoral impact. Manufacturing sector growth declined sharply from 9.9% in 2023-24 to 5.3% in 2024-25. Next, growth prospects for 2025-26. Like it focused on stabilization of investment, that is gross fixed capital formation rate at 33.4% from 2021 to 2025. Incremental capital output ratio slightly higher than 5. Real GDP growth, there is a realistic growth rate of 6.5% is projected for 2025-26, relying on sustained government capital expenditure. In order to achieve this rate, the capital expenditure should be 33.4%. So it also talks about challenges and opportunities. It talks about reasons for the current dip, that is government's capital expenditure growth remained slow, achieving only 46.2% of the budgeted target. Okay, so government expenditure is very low. Then negative growth in the government investment in the fiscal year. So the spending from the government is very meager, as a result growth is low. And recommendations, that's another thing is there is a sluggish private investment also. When the private entities are also not interested in investing in India because of various reasons, because of COVID-19 impact, because of geopolitical tensions, because of the rupee depreciation, as well as because of the Federal Bank of USA's like monetary policies. Okay. Then recommendations according to the article are accelerating government capital expenditure to maintain economic momentum, encouraging private investment through strategic public spending. Okay, so that we can provide by providing incentives, etc., private spending can be increased. So medium to long term growth prospects according to International Monetary Fund projections, there is a chance of steady real GDP growth of 6.5%. Nominal GDP growth is projected at the range of 10.5 to 11% with 4% inflation. So in terms of exports, global conditions improving and net exports could help achieve real GDP growth up to 7%. The long-term goals are achieving the developed country status with a consistent growth strategy over the next 25 years. So it is a very long term goal. So conclusion is that the growth of 6.4% aligns with India's potential growth of 6.5%, very near, but there is a sluggish down there. So the 8.2% growth in 2023-2024 was an anomaly, and it was mainly because of the base effect. Because the previous year, that was the COVID year, it didn't it didn't have the GDP growth as we expected it to be. Okay, as a result, the next year's growth was seen as an anomaly. Sustained policies and investments are crucial for steady growth. So this is about the GDP growth of India and what are the prospects and what are the challenges. So this ends our today's daily news analysis discussion. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment box. If you want more videos like this, do write in the comment box. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.